everyone, how's it going? I hope you all are doing wonderfully and aren't nearly as sleep deprived as I am, because just a few hours ago, the 24-hour Pokemon Sword and Shield livestream just concluded and I was up for basically the whole gosh darn thing. If you watched any bit of this at all, you probably know that it's not really what any of us were expecting, at least at the beginning anyway, because the longer it went on, the better it seemed to get, and the mystery of what this whole thing was all about started to unravel. And I mean, if you read the title of this video, you probably already know what that mystery was, and that was what ultimately became the reveal of Galarian Ponyta. And in this video, I'm going to break the whole thing down and cover every instance of where this thing appeared and show you how it all developed. So in case you missed part of it, you can watch basically the whole thing in a much more convenient package. So the stream itself actually started really slowly, revealing almost nothing for the first few hours. We got the confirmation of several Pokemon being included into the game, such as Morlul and Shiinotic, along with my boy Phantump and inevitably his evolution Trevenant, but there wasn't that new Pokemon reveal we were expecting, at least not yet. The first sighting of Galarian Ponyta came in the form of just its tail, which frankly looks nothing like the tail of a Ponyta, so not really knowing what to expect at that point, everyone was thinking it was some other type of new Pokemon. It wasn't until a little later when another sighting was made where it could pretty definitively be confirmed as Galarian Ponyta. A grueling hour or two later, we would hear the galloping of hooves, and on the right side of the screen, a creature could be seen running behind the thick brush. Personally, I looked at this from the completely wrong angle initially, so I wasn't able to tell right away, but plenty of people picked it out as Ponyta, which can be pretty easily seen once you look at it the right way, and if you look at it closely enough, its mane has the same colors as that mysterious tail from before, confirming that these two are in fact one and the same. A couple more hours would again pass with once again nothing to speak of. That is until our boy Impidimp made a grand entrance coming right out into the clearing and, like the derp he very much is proving to be, walking right up in front of the camera as another mystery Pokemon was also coming out into the clearing in the background. You can first see it on the left side of Impidimp as it's approaching the camera, and here it's a bit hard to make out what it is. From this vantage point, it definitely does look like it could be another new Pokemon of some kind, but as Impidimp continues to so conveniently walk right in front of the camera, this other Pokemon begins to make its way out into the clearing, and as Impidimp itself begins to get out of the way, you're able to see the tail end of this Pokemon from the opposite side of this opening, and once again, this Pokemon's tail can be matched to the tail in the bushes from earlier, as well as the mane of the more definitive Galarian Ponyta, removing all suspicion that this is also indeed the same Pokemon, and this is where it all starts to become clear. So we're in this forest, right, known as the Glimwood Tangle. It's a very fairy tale-esque sort of place, and it's quiet, almost empty, almost nothing is happening, at first anyway, to the dismay of everyone, before it all started coming together. If you take a look at this Galarian Ponyta, you can see between its white body, its colorful hair, and even the horn on its head that it is in fact a unicorn Pokemon, and what are unicorns if not mythical, rare, elusive creatures? So really, this entire 24-hour live stream, aside from a couple small reveals here and there, was really just one big stunt to not only reveal, but demonstrate the new elusive mythical nature of the unicorn-inspired Galarian Ponyta, and when you think about it, all things considered, that's pretty dang awesome. Yeah, we might only be getting one big new reveal, but it's still a spectacle, and it allows Game Freak to remain tight-lipped on the game in order to allow us to find out as much about the game for the first time ourselves when we actually play it. So at this point, now that we've kind of pieced it all together, we can really just relax and enjoy the show. A little while after this occurred, Ponyta showed its face again, this time on the left side of the screen. It stood in the brush behind some mushrooms and began to almost flare itself up, causing its mane to go from those tamer blue and purple colors to a full-on vibrant rainbow. Initially, I thought this difference was because Galarian Rapidash was the rainbow one, but after further inspection, Ponyta is able to rear its head and do something that causes its mane to glow with that beautiful rainbow gradient, hence why this is easily one of the most beautiful Pokemon ever. Then we get to the closest look at this Pokemon yet. Once again, after some time had passed, Ponyta actually ran right in front of the camera. It was quick and brief and a bit out of focus, but if you slow it down a bit, it actually gave us the best look we've gotten of this Pokemon so far. Not only does it seem to have matching purple hair around its hooves, or socks if you're an equestrian, and it might just be the angle here, but it also seems to be a bit smaller compared to regular Ponyta, more of an actual pony size if you will, instead of that of a standard horse. From there we also got another close-up look, this time with Ponyta showing off its horn. This honestly makes me wonder though, since regular Ponyta doesn't get a horn until it evolves into Rapidash, what's Rapidash going to look like if it evolves from this thing that already has a horn? I'm honestly not sure, but I can't wait to see because I am legitimately in awe of how gorgeous of a Pokemon this truly is, and to think that it still has room to grow is honestly mind-blowing. As you would expect at this point, there continue to be different, more frequent appearances by this Pokemon, including its shadow appearing in a way that made it seem like it was glowing, Ponyta's cry itself being heard throughout the forest, and it running directly across the main clearing a couple of different times, which gave us the best look at it so far. However, the final two appearances of this Pokemon in the live stream were, naturally, the best ones we got. First came in the form of Ponyta simply walking across the clearing with finally no obstructions of our view to be had, so we really got a good look at it. The final look, which came right before the end of the stream, showed not one but two Ponyta in full view coming out to run around and play for a sec before once again running off. Even though we got a really good look at Ponyta here, however, one question did pop up from this encounter, and that was the fact that only one of the Ponyta had a tail for some reason. It's also worth noting that it was the Ponyta with the tail that did the rainbow flare-up thing from earlier, so it'll be interesting to see if this is due to a gender difference, a form of some kind, or something else. But needless to say, this was a pretty insane way to reveal just one Pokemon, but it gave us one of the most amazing ones from these games yet. That pretty much wraps it up though, so I hope you all enjoyed. This was a roller coaster of emotions to say the least, and if I missed anything, be sure to leave it in the comments below along with your thoughts, leave a like as well if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and be sure to check out my Twitter for my Sword and Shield giveaway. I'm going to be choosing the winners at the beginning of next month, so get in on that if you haven't yet, and be sure to check out my Pokemon Cardinal project if you haven't yet as well. Just gotta make sure to throw that out there, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, I will see you guys for another video on Tuesday, so hit the bell icon so you can be notified for that. I love you as always, and until the next one as always, I will smell you guys later.